today I want to talk about the power of momentum and how it can really help us along our journey, and it can also hold us back a lot. So I like to use this analogy of climbing the mountain. I had this discussion with one of my athletes recently who had a week or two off, being sick, being busy with work, and they kind of felt like they lost a little bit of momentum. And this is an analogy I like to use so that our athletes can kind of look at the big picture. All right, so this might be someone climbing the mountain at the very start of their journey. Someone here has been working out for a year or so, made some progress, and then someone right up near the tip of the mountain, someone in really good shape, really strong, really fit, really active. All right, so this person down here, they have 3 weeks of training and they get lots of momentum. All right, it's easy to make progress down here because every time you work out, you're going to get better. All right, you're going to make progress, you're going to get momentum, and you're going to feel great anytime you're moving along that momentum. Someone along here, let's say they had 2 weeks off and they might fall back a little bit, all right, a little bit from 2 weeks off. So they've made progress, but they had 2 weeks off and now they've lost a little bit. Now the person up here, when they take 2 weeks off, they feel like they slide a lot further down the mountain, all right? Because when you're a lot fitter, you know, those 2 weeks off, you feel like you lose a lot of momentum, a lot of progress, all right? And the important thing is when we're here, it's not get discouraged if we lose a bit of momentum. And this is kind of where my athlete was. You know, she took 2 weeks off and was just struggling to get back into it. But you've got to remember that you are much further up the mountain with your strength, with your fitness, than you were when you started. You've made a ton of progress. And what you're worrying about is this tiny little bit of momentum that you've lost. You've lost a tiny little bit in those 2 weeks, all right? You feel like you're all the way back down here, but really you've only lost a little bit of distance on the mountain, all right? Keep in mind that people that exist up here in the mountain, as much as we envy these really fit, really strong people, it's very hard for them to make progress, all right? It takes a lot of work to get up that steep slope, to get further up the mountain. And when they take time off, for them especially, it feels like they're really sliding back down, all right? How it feels, the amount of fitness they feel like they lose is a lot. But really, again, they're only losing a little bit with 2 or 3 weeks off, all right? So it's important to understand this concept that just because you're here, you have 2, 3 weeks off, being sick or being busy, it's fine. You lose a little bit of distance on the mountain, but you're still much further than you were when you started. So the important thing is don't let a little break in momentum make you stop completely, all right? If you stop completely and you don't train for an entire year, then yes, you're going to come back down the mountain, all right? So you get sick, you get busy, it's fine. Take your little break and then get back to climbing up that mountain.